So, yeah, that. Hey up, YouTube. Is a bearing. As you can see, that is, I don't know if it'll focus or not, is very goosed. Very goosed. The bearing should look like that. Hey up, and good morning, YouTube. I'm in the Pinnacles National Park, and I'm just going for a wander in the woods. Why not? I need some exercise because I'm a fat lad. So, this is where I'm tramping up at the minute. And Rover's parked down there. So, let's see what we can find. See some trees. Oh, trees there. Like an apple. Yeah. So I wonder if these big boulders come from up there. Cool, carry on. Nice. You can tell I'm getting close because I can hear people shouting, and it's inside the caves or caverns or whatever. There's your fuckers. But yeah. Can you hear them? People. What they're like. Ooh, this looks interesting. A tunnel through the rock. Must have some rain to wash that down, or waves that in there, look. I don't know where I'm going, I'm just tramping up here, see what I can see. Although I think we're a lot of ewes making a lot of noise. Oop. This is quite cool. Got a song about that, slippery when wet. Yeah, so this is all big rocks. I don't want to go through a Keel Canyon again. Oh wow. Look at that. It's pretty cool. Quite literally cool because I can feel the breeze coming down. well. Well. Give the light on, John. There's another. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I didn't really step over that chain because I wouldn't do a thing like that. So that's a bit what it was. Oh, let me out. Yeah, well, can't go that way. So let's go this way. Oh, that's pretty cool. But to that is, that's what I just walked up. Fell through there. Isn't it funny? When you want a drink of water and you've forgotten it, you want it more. If you've got water, you don't need to drink so much, but it is what it is. You're a stupid thought. It's like I've come full circle because I was start walking up there through the caves. And I'm going back this way and back down towards the Land Rover. Pretty cool. Yeah, it just amazes me how things just carve out like this. You just carve out and then bits just stay there. It amazes me how that happens. Full circle. That's through here. And pretty much it's all downhill, which is the best bit. Yeah, in a bit. Well, good morning YouTube. I'm still in California. I'm just chilling at the top of a mountain. Let me show you where I was last night. I keep finding these spots out in the middle of nowhere. A bit of rope track over there. But I had a really good night's sleep last night. It was chilly earlier. I've been really tired. I haven't been sleeping too well. So head, I don't fucking know. I'm making it as I go along. Probably to the coast. It's somewhere over to the coast and go down Santa Monica on the coast road down to LA. There's another museum that Lance told me about, so let's stop off at that. And then I'm getting to the point where I just want to come out to the States. I'm going to Mexico and go down to Baja, well, go down to La Paz in Baja and just, yeah, after a really good big shop first. I'll have to sort out what I'm allowed to take in, what I'm not allowed to take into Mexico, and then I've got a few things I want to do and things I need to organise before, so great, we shall see you in a bit. Bye bye. yes, again, been getting bearing noise for a while again. It's what it is. I'm thinking, oh shit, it's a gearbox again. I've just had rebuilt. I've only done 3,000 miles in it. But it transpires it's not. Started going down the road, I heard a bit of a clunky, grindy, sort of, that's not right. It shouldn't be making noises like that. So I stopped, had a bit of a look, jacked it up, thought it might have been prop shaft UJ, letting loose. No, well, one of them's got a bit of play, but it's not making that sort of noise. So I jacked it up, turned it, and jacked the front up, and then turned that. And it's either the centre diff or a bearing going. I have a feeling it's the centre diff that's collapsing or something or other. So what I ended up doing, it seemed to be quiet when I put diff lock in, it was better, so I ended up dropping the front prop shaft off, and then putting it in diff lock, and then driving it to King City, I think a place that I use now, which has some nappers and places like this. So it's kind of, I was in O'Reilly's, wondering what to do, and a truck pulled up at side. A guy got out, went into Napa. That's right, it's nice, saying to me, nice cool truck. That, I said, yeah. He said, where you heading to? I said, nowhere, it's broken. All right. Convenient thing, his name was Ben, and his brother, and I don't know if it's him, they own a ranch, or the family owns a ranch not too far away, but it's 2 miles up the road actually. So they own a ranch not far away, and they could do custom vehicles, custom paint jobs, repair them, engine transmissions and all that sort of things. So he says, well, if you get stuck, give us a ring. Told him the thing, said I'll need to check it out, do that. I said, yeah, but give us a ring Sunday morning and pop up and we'll take it in bits and then hopefully get it sorted. If it is just a bearing, is get bearings from there. If it is the centre diff, that's the sun gears is probably welded themselves to the shaft, spider shaft, so we'll see. But if I'm up there, I said to him, said, look, I can't move. He says, oh yeah, it's right, we've got 10,000 acres, you can do what you want, sort of thing. So that's pretty cool. So hopefully, if that works out right, I'm going to nip into town. I can still drive it just. I did 20 miles with, without too much aggro, just in rear wheel drive. But yeah, so hopefully I'm going to go and get some oil. I'm going to go back to O'Reilly's, get some oil and get some other supplies that I'm going to need, because I might be up there for a few days. I can get a rebuild kit sent from England if I can't get the bearings here. I can get a rebuild set from England, and if I do need to get parts from England, I'll probably get, it's another 300 quid, but the central differential, the bias central differential, which will eliminate a lot of the slack and a lot of the problems. We'll see. So hopefully it's just a bearing and we can get the bearings at O'Reilly's, but no, we'll see. So at the minute I'm in the campsite. Oh, kettle's boiled. Campsites, it's like a campsite museum type stuff, but the only downside is it's $45 a night. So my budget, I run a budget of $50 a day. So thanks to Ben for he's given me his brother's number, and then hopefully, touch wood, because there's a tree there, touch wood, we can get this sorted, and then I'll probably, because I think it's the 11th of November, so I've got a month before my visa runs out. Right, see you in a bit. rambling on, rabbiting on. So just kind of fed up, but things like that happen. Self-landing. Everything can't go straight. It has been pretty good. Had a few little issues, but the transfer box was actually rebuilt a few years ago. YouTube. Well, yes. I'll kind of put my glasses on because I can't see. The landy is in bits. Not broke down. It's just making a lot of noise. Now, I don't know if this will focus or not, but that is a very poorly piece of a bearing. And you can see all here, this is upside down, but all here it's all covered in oil. I think then I looked at this nut and see how that much moving. And then I looked outside inside, and then so yeah, that should not be doing that. And that's a 1.3 gear, and that's cost me a lot of money, is that. So it's pretty much goosed. There's 2 bearings in there, so hopefully I might be able to get the bearings, but I don't know if they have shims. I can't have a look. So I'll carry on taking this in bits, give it a good clean up. I might change them other bearings as well. I might just change the old bearings. We'll see what we can get. Right, see in a bit again. But I suppose it's glad he did it now, because I was in the bush, in the big bush when this went. So, hello doggy. So I was in the bush, so I could have been in the middle of, and I was just about to go in the middle of nowhere as well. So yeah, not good. Right, see you in a bit. This is a bearing. As you can see, that is, I don't know if it'll focus or not, is very goosed. Very goosed. The bearing should look like that. So that's boobard, and it was tempting barrier. So that's knackered. Now the transfer box is here. So I've taken it in bits, and hopefully I can remember how to put it all back together. But I'm just about to clean it all up, because there's bits of metal all over the place. You can see on the bench, if you can see on that, bits of metal all over there. So I'm about to clean all this up, and then tomorrow I've managed to get all but one bearing that I need. Well, I need that one for sure, or them 2, but I managed to get all the bearings that I actually need tomorrow, barring one. Set this up, get it back together, and see if it works. So joins Father landing. See in a bit. Well, YouTube, good morning and up. Oh, I have some bearings. The bearings are turned up. I've just gone into Napa to pick them up. So I have bearings for them. And all these bearings as well. I've been cleaning it all up. So I'm going to get the time lapse out and put it all together. But first, last night I was, because I'm here and I'm stuck here, I thought, well, they're good enough to, help me out doing this. So I thought help them out. So I've been getting rid of a load of rubbish. So there's a caravan, old caravan here that's demolished, and was having a route round, and I noticed this little hatch here. So we opened it up, and lo and behold, I will show you what was in there. Very interesting. So we found 1990 baseball cards, unopened boxes of cards, unopened boxes. Now, some of we actually looked online, but they're very, very popular. But we looked online, and some of them, if we do open them, we're gonna try some of the bubblegum cards. But as I was looking, because they're all sealed and unopened, and then they all should be mint because the packets are all sealed. So we actually quickly googled the year 1990, 1991. Now, let's turn around. So we googled some of these cards, and yeah, so we googled some of the cards, and there is the card from that year, because if you get a rookie card in one of them boxes that's all sealed, there is one card that's worth $225,000. Yep, you heard that right. There is, I think there's about 4 or 5, because the 1990 is a lot of really Hall of Famers rookies years. So, and if their card is in that, quid's in. So for one card, $225,000. Ow. Now there could be four of them cards in there, and they'll be all mint because they're all plastic, wrapped in a box, and then they're all wrapped in a plastic inside the box, so the double wrap plastic. So that was pretty cool. And of course, the truck as well. This is a piece of art. On YouTube, and it just give it a block with throttle. I think I've just wet myself. Oh, that sounds nice. Really nice. So, time to put this lot back together. If I can remember, luckily I actually had a transfer box gasket set. Don't know why, but I thought, oh, if it leaks, at least I've got some seals and gaskets to seal it up. So, well, let's see if that works. But yeah, So let's get on it. I'll take my glasses off. Well, I am just editing the video that you're watching now. I'm currently in Mexico, so I did get it mended, but that's not the whole story. I rebuilt it, as you can see in the video. I put it back in and I thought, oh yeah, that's good. I went for a 2-mile drive up the road and it was fine going forwards, but when I backed off the throttle, it was making horrendous noise, a really horrendous noise. But it's okay going forwards, just backward, you know, just letting off the throttle on the overrun. So big problem. And I've taken it in bits again, thinking it might have been the preload, might have been too wrong. So I took the gaskets out, put it back together. No, it's all the same. And luckily one knew a gearbox specialist about an hour down the road from King City, so I took it back out there. I rang them up and they said yeah, come down, have a look. So I rang them back up, took it out, went down, and they says, oh yeah, we can have a look at it, but not till the 27th, which is like a week, nearly 2 weeks later. And I thought, well, my visa's running out, I'm not going to have time. But luckily he knew a Land Rover guy who does transfer boxes and gearboxes. He's a mechanic by trade, and we got in contact, and then so I went to his place, took the transfer box with me, took it to him, took the bottom off. Obviously it's all got new bearings in and everything, so he took the bottom off and had a look, and he painted the teeth. So when you paint the teeth and then you turn it one way, you can see which way, where it's biting on the teeth, but when you was turning it the other way, you can see it was biting really badly. It was barely touching the tooth. So what had happened when the bearing collapsed, they're supposed to be like that, so when the bearing collapsed it had gone like that and it had worn on the edge of the tooth. Now it's okay, now it should wear even, but it's already worn on part of the tooth, and that was a noise on the overdrum. So basically the teeth were knackered, or the box was knackered, so I left the gearbox with him, and I ended up ordering some parts from the UK, and I did do what I said. I needed the 1.3 transfer gear, the limited to slip diff in the centre, whatever that was, cost more money. 1200 quid later, parts was on the way, and it was bank holiday weekend, so it was Thanksgiving weekend. So the bit that I'll put in now was a bit of a party we had. So, and then obviously waiting for parts. So that's a story that I didn't film, and I should have filmed it, and I wish I'd done. But at the time I was a little bit stressed, as you do. So because I'm running out of time, costing me is it £1,200 for parts from England, and whatever dollars it was to get it rebuilt as well. Probably could have done it myself, but I just couldn't be bothered. I just want to let him do it because he's done a lot and he knew everything, and it was so tight when it came back. But anyway, less of that, get on with the video.